Okay, so no introduction today, but still follow me on all my links and Linktree just in case anything bad happens to this channel. It gets deleted or shut down. Still Nintendo, no, random pop culture news freak. Anyways, I know this came out about 2.5 days ago, and the other one was 2 hours ago. This was way brand new news from. I haven't done Fire Emblem news on here since like 2019. It's about 2.5, 3 years. It's been a hot ass minute. The last time I talked about this, and I got DC comic style news. It's gonna be freaking Joker 2, the one that had Joaquin Phoenix in it. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a fucking musical, which sucks because I'm not really crazy about those. Those I have zero interest in them. They're unfascinating and not my cup of tea, to be honest with you guys. I'm sorry. That's your thing. That's great, but for me, just I don't get any vibes from it and good energy. Just my personal opinion, but. Both of these are from Eurogamer. I haven't read from Eurogamer in like weeks or months. It's been a very long time since I even put my eyes on this site, literally. So, 2 days ago, this comes from Martin Robinson from Eurogamer. It says Sonic Team had to scrap its first pass for Sonic Frontiers. I heard this last week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, like a couple days ago, like right before the whole Summerfest thing was starting with the Jeff Keighley stuff and the Bethesda thing, Capcom, and the Sega little presentation showcase they did last week. I didn't watch that one, but I saw some of the gameplay for this. I think it was like, I don't know if it was either GameSpot, Polygon, or IGN or some shit like that. Ah, man, it was horrible, man. The way Sonic was freaking moving was freaking weird. Everything's going to be, my personal opinion, for the next 3 to 10 years from now, from next year, 2023 and beyond, everything is going to either be a clone of Fortnite or PUBG, or every video game that's top tier is going to be that, or Call of Duty or Valorant, or it's going to be a clone of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 1 and 2. I mean, we saw what happened with Kirby already, which sucked. Even though I love the shit out of that game, I'm an absolute hardcore fanboy for that series. That, or it's going to be a Genshin Impact clone. Pretty much that's what it's going to be. So I got to give credit is due. I'm Martin Robinson. I'm playing Sound of Rider music in the back, so hopefully I don't get a copyright claim or strike for that. So it's been a bumpy couple of weeks. I'm only going to read half the articles for all three of these. I'm going to get to the Fire Emblem one in the end, so if you want to see that one, I'll leave the link to the duration point when I talk about it below. So let's get into it. Let's go. Been a bumpy couple of weeks for Sonic Frontiers. First teased over a year ago with the brief trailer that jumps into a glimpse of all new open zones at the series and gameplay reveal was followed up blatantly earlier this month. A moment where the reception was, let's be polite here, mixed. Some quarters for some non-plushed about Plussed. I've never heard of that name before. Let's continue. About the new direction, while others are looking at it for daily Sonic news. I guess that's what they want to call it. And let's continue. And through all that, it's even a more generous onlookers will admit it's even a little rough around the edges. It's a backlash that Sonic Team was at least prepared for. It says, quote, we knew people, I guess the developers from Sega's Sonic Team were saying this, we knew people were going to start watching videos from Sonic Frontiers and not be able to play it. Creative officer Takahashi Iizuka tells us in a fan response, quote, we are showing them the new open zone format and they still don't really even understand what open zone is. We were curious what kind of feedback that we were going to get, and we do understand the comments are coming in because they don't know what open zones are and what is open zone gameplay is supposed to be. Quote, they're taking a look at the video and comparing it to other games that are already out there. We understand that most of the people are going to do that, and we look to the future and being able to explain more as we get closer. From here on out until the launch of the product, we have many opportunities to teach the people what open zone is, what the game is really about. There really is, and not having them think about comparing what exists already is, but being able to look at the game from what it is and enjoy for what it is. What is an open zone exactly? From Iizuka's foundation, the future of Sonic, Sonic series, and biggest step forward is made in 1988 Sonic's Adventure. I thought that was 1999. This is one of the Dreamcasts, or young kiddies out there, teens that are watching. That's when Dreamcast, the N64, and the PS1, they were on top of the freaking world back then. Like about 2 years before Xbox, Microsoft's original Xbox took over everything, because Sega was completely dead. But it was still a third-party publisher, developer. I think it got bought out by Nintendo or Activision. I don't know, Ubisoft somewhere. So even though they weren't making video game consoles, They were still making titles and franchises for third-party developers and publishers. So let's continue. Historically, we've had the original Sonic the Hedgehog, which was a 2D scrolling platformer game, and the Sonic Adventure series translated into 3D linear format. That's taken us to where we are now, 30 years into the future, he says. But the development team said, and I started thinking that we had to do something here and out, continuing the innovation, bringing something new to our fans that we need to take the next step. And I'm just going to read it up to, I guess here. Yeah, that's how I'll read it out. Okay, so it also goes on to continue saying, Open Zone can be read as openly world easily enough. And Sonic Frontiers does bear a lot of the hallmarks of the modern open world game, with skill trees and unlocked paths, plus plenty of very collectibles tucked away. Parts of that is with the friction it comes. It might sound odd playing a Sonic game when enemies have health meters be whittled down, but that's a part of Sonic Frontiers' own flavor. It feels odd, but ultimately you spend enough time thinking and tinkering around with the moveset, it does feel like Sonic. Turns out that Sonic Team Trial and Error has a few, I can't say that word because I think it's a political, Democrat or Republican, very division, fascist fucking word, but I'm going to have to skip it. Effed up word attempts for the formula to click. In 2017, Sonic Forces was released. Iizuka said, quote, after the game was done, the team said, alright, what's the next title we're going to be making, because we have an idea that we needed to make something new, and we needed a different format. You know, it's been 5 years since 2017. I really wanted to spend a lot of time deteriorating, I think, and creating this new format. And quote, the initial attempt to open the Sonic world didn't work out, and the team had returned back to the drawing board. Says, quote, we played it in testing though, even though this isn't working, something's not going right, says Iizuka. So we had to scrap it all away, throw it all away, and start over again, and keep iterating and iterating and iterating. Oh, he sounds way, way frantically upset, but let's continue. He sounds very, very salty about it. No, I don't blame him. He's a businessman. He wants to make his money. But let's continue. It took so much longer. You know, usually when we're making Sonic games, we're going to make something based off of the previous format. I almost said Transformers. I don't know why. Let's move on. So we could just roll right into production. We know what we're going to make it into. But it's the iteration we needed to get us to this open zone style and format for a couple of years, which is why it took a lot longer to get us like a brand new title there than it usually does. The end of the results for Sonic Frontiers Open Zone is certainly a lot more fun to play with the initial reveal trailer. Might have suggested. Yes, overall thoughts and opinions. I saw the freaking, oh my god, I saw so much gameplay for this. I don't know if it was Polygon or IGN or GameSpot, one of those big three titles that were out there, but it was bad. The transversity was transversing, however you call it, when you're going all over the place. They're sliding all over the place. Like, the enemies are really bad. Everything felt like it was out of place. And, like, when you die, you take fall damage into this fucking thing, which sucks. I guess that's the level of immersiveness they wanted to bring in there, which sucks. But I want to make it as realistic. They want to be another Kirby Forgotten Lands and Breath of the Wild, too. That's what they want to be nowadays. Every video game company wants to jump in that bandwagon with unoriginality, and that sucks balls, honestly. But let's move on to this one. I usually don't talk about DC comic news, but this one was crazy here. Because it had that freaking chick, in my personal opinion, she's a Satanist on Freemason, evil bitch, but I don't really care, but she looked okay. So Lady Gaga and Joker, aka the Joaquin Phoenix, is going to be playing Joker again. I guess that's confirmed. This comes from Albertina Lloyd. I'm only going to read half of this article and then I'm done. Films buff, oh yeah, this is from Yahoo News. Musical reports has films buffs fluctuated, I guess. Lady Gaga's reportedly, this is only rumors, so take this shit with a grain of salt. I miss Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie was a billion times better compared to this chick Stephanie or Lady Gaga. I remember back in my senior year and freshman sophomore year of college. That was a lot more fun to listen to her music, but I was a brainwashed idiot college kid at the time. But let's move on. Director Todd Phillips recently confirmed that he was making a sequel to the Oscar-winning comic, which was Joaquin Phoenix. Now, movie insiders told the Hollywood Reporter pop singer and actress Miss Gaga Stephanie Germanotia, Nanatia, however you say that last name. I don't care. My opinion, this bitch is a SRA, and she's probably one of those evil Bilderberg elites, in my personal opinion. and talks to play with the interests of Harley Quinn in the project for the title Joker, Folie de la Dukes will be a musical. There's been a mixed reaction on social media. Films have buffs speculating whether or not Joker was heavily influenced by Martin Scorsese's Taxi Driver. Musical follow-up would likely pay homage to Scorsese's New York Size and Nines and Lily. That was way before my time. It's like the early mid-70s. I don't know. Eric Diaz tweeted, all the toxic bros love Joker, even its E-word, edished. Scorsese's Taxi Driver, they filmed they worship it for the wrong reasons, but clearly Joker 2 is going to be Scorsese's New York, meaning it's going to be a musical with Gaga riffing as Liza. This hate will be strong. Reyes Flores said Todd Phillips was Joker. Taxi Drivers, here's another Martin Scorsese's film with Liza Minnelli and Lady Gaga's New York, Joker 2. Neon Blum posted Joker 2 would be a musical of Harley Quinn. Sound would be awesome. This is rumor speculation, so it might not be real. I don't know. I hope it's not. If you're going to make a sequel to the movie with that, being weird in your own thing, I guess it's Bradley Cooper. Cooper Hood tweeted. I don't know who Cooper Hood is. Lady Gaga playing as Harley Quinn for the chance to be awesome. And the musical aspect of just how different Joker 2 is going to be. Interesting. For the rest of the movie comes together. I remember I highlighted something here. And this, I don't care how pretty or hot she looks. She is fucking scum of the earth dirtbag. See you Wednesday, in my personal opinion. This person, Faruqi, said, speculating the title of Joker, Folie de la Dukes. Many assume Harley Quinn co-star to be with Joaquin Phoenix. Lady Gaga is an interesting choice for Harley Quinn. I want it to be Margot Robbie again. That girl's a billion times better as Harley Quinn, in my personal opinion. I'm a simp for that chick, but let's move on. Even though that's the idea of a musical, it's risky, but it might just work. Interesting to hear more. Meanwhile, Lady Gaga admitted that they were not fans of the first movie, but they would watch the sequel if she stars in it. Margot Robbie is currently playing the one that plays Harley Quinn in DC Universe, starring the villain's S-Word Squad and Birds of Prey. Man, I really, really like the animation for what they did. She was just so much freaking more extra badass. I know she's going to be in that Barbie Girl movie next year. I'm not sure if I'm going to watch it. I'm probably going to, I don't know, rent it on old school 4K Blu-ray DVD if I have to watch it in my own personal time. And I'm not reading this whole entire thing. I heard about it like 2 hours ago, so this is recently new news. Brand new Fire Emblem news. Unannounced Fire Emblem game reportedly detailed hook and line. This comes from Tom Phillips. I'm only going to read the first 2 lines of sentences. The rest you can read on your own. Details of a new unannounced Fire Emblem game have leaked online. The project will feature all new Fire Emblem RPG in the works for the Nintendo Switch. It was discussed yesterday by Nintendo leaker Emily Rogers. Emily Rogers is still around? One of those Reddit 4chan leakers that might be fake or might be real. This might be a clickbait article. I don't know. I'm not taking it seriously, but let's move on. Shortly after screenshots were purportedly showing an early beta data version of the game was posted on Reddit. Eurogamer understands the project wasn't real. We contacted Nintendo for more. Oh, they could just call Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft whenever they want, but let's move on. The game is in the works for regular developer intellectual systems, such as Koei Tecmo's Gus Studios. According to Rogers, it was originally seen as an anniversary game to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Fire Emblem. Oh, so this is what it was doing, a mini anniversary. This is fake, this is real. I don't know my personal thoughts. As long as there's anime, waifu, sentai, really super pretty, overly, really, really base, hot, beautiful women in that game, I'll play it. Hopefully it's not microtransaction, loot box, freaking microtransaction DLC content game, because if it is, I'm not wasting a dime on that freaking crap, no diamonds or any of that stuff. Because if it's that gacha game, they could go screw off with any of that freaking scam artist trash. I do not like that shit. That's all I gotta say for now. I'm out of here. Links to the description box down below. Cartoons done. I'm done. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen, bros, and damn boys and fangirls. Tacos, Nikki, Commodities. I'll see you, and I see you guys a day. Good night. Wherever your universe out there, stay tuned for your content, including video game industry news and news once in a while, drama news on any social media platforms, and once or twice out the month, a reaction video. That's it. Take it easy. I'm on them now. Later.